course this one has not been addressed. That was long. If I have to, I guess. I'm just trying to get a look at the mount bolts here, guys, because you can't really see them from the underside. I'm getting a look with my mirror here. I don't like the look of this. I don't know if you can see it too well. You see that bracket there? There's a bracket. Let me zoom in a bit. Right there, there's a bracket there. Can you see the hole? Can you see how nothing is mounted in it? That's because the harness is pinched. Can you see that? Is that the root cause of the issue here? I doubt it somehow. There's no doing the system any favors, is it? I mean, you can clearly see there's a tie wrap clamp that's supposed to go there, yeah? I mean, you don't need to be a genius to figure out that that harness is not in the right position, do you? Oh man. See if I can get you a better shot of this, guys. Better lighting. I mean, if that's the kind of workmanship you're going to subject somebody's car to, leave it for somebody else. Not cool. God. Yeah, so you can see it's sheared. I've tried to weld a nut. I tried to drill it, but it's a fairly long bolt. I didn't want to drill it all the way through and tap it because I'm not going to be able to run true on the center line of the bolt. So I tried to extract it. I broke the extractor, and now there's a hardened extractor in here, so I'm hooked. I tried to cut a slot in it and use my manual impact, and yeah, as you can see, I was just starting to damage the bracket at that point, at which point I gave up. Fortunately, there's a fella with a machine shop in the neighborhood here, so I'm going to see him. Through the extractor is hardened steel, of course. You're not going to drill that out with regular drill bits. And yeah, so far so good. And that is how it's done when you've got the skills and the tools. Power steering pump is all back in. Yeah, that was a bit of work. I could have done without that aggravation, but what can you do? Nobody's fault but my own, I guess. So I've got the bracket swapped over. This is just a standoff for the wire loom, guys. Of course, the tie up to the power steering pump. New bolt. So the 3 bolts, the 2 mid-length ones and the long one, torque spec on those, tighten them up to 33 and a half, that'd be 34 foot-pounds to you and me. And the stay bolt here, wee bugger, power steering pump stay bolt is 19 foot-pounds, the smaller one there. Torque the nut on the stud, right? That's spec'd out at 8.5 foot-pounds. I don't know why they would put it in foot-pounds, because there's no way in hell you're going to get a wrench that size in. So go to your smaller torque wrench. That's 120 inch-pounds is what that is equivalent to. Yeah, so the harness is all resecured. It's all in the proper standoffs there, guys. You can see the way it sits off the alternator there, not jammed in between. Yeah, the power steering, the pressure switch on the power steering pump is back on. Not that you'd be dealing with that in a normal installation, but yeah, just make sure all the tie wraps and standoffs are all clipped into the correct position. Obviously the lug is on the B post there, and I put the connector on the alternator as well, guys. I guess I forgot to film that. I'm going to clean these ground lugs. That is the knock sensor, that is a ground lug, and that is a ground lug. I'm going to clean these while I'm here. It wouldn't be a bad idea to remove this, clean it up, guys. Again, we put a dielectric compound on it to keep it from corroding. That's the body ground, the main body ground, and you see there in the back of the gearbox, that's actually the engine main ground. I've removed that and cleaned that as well. You can actually access it through the wheel well. It's right there. Here's a look at the belt routing, guys, if you forgot how it goes, which is easily done. This is again for the B-spec engine. The earlier pre-2010, 2009 and earlier SX4s have an A-spec engine. This is only for the B-spec, 2010 and later, 2-liter gasoline. So I have plenty of work on this thing still, guys, as you can see. The drive shaft is no back in. In fact, the ball joint is just sitting there. It's not bolted. The pinch bolt is not attached. But I want to be able to purge the steering rack, of course, because I had the pump off, and I want to be able to function the alternator. So I'll just get my message to actually keep the clutch in so the gearbox won't actually spin. Of course, the car needs to be leveled and the gearbox refilled. See the voltage drop when the starter kicks in? Sorry about the rumble here, guys. This heat shield here is loose. Obviously, I've got 1,000,001 jobs I need to sort. That's very annoying, that noise. Okay, so that voltage looks good. Voltage looks good there. If you remember, the trouble spot was around 2,500 RPM. Okay, so go to 2,500 RPM, Lisa. Good. Back to idle. So the battery is charging at idle here. That's amps. At about 8 amps. And we're just sitting around here at about 14.4. That looks about perfect to me. I guess we'll call it good at that, guys. I'm pretty happy with this. I think everything is cool. I didn't see any scary 17-volt output for the alternator under any circumstance there, including the trouble spot RPM. And yeah, the current looks good. That's on the 400 amp scale. I probably should have went to the 40 amp scale. It would have been a little bit more accurate, I guess. Car's not asleep yet, of course, right? So yeah, that was good. I'll call that good. I've got lots of work to do on this car, guys. The control arms are gonna get changed. The ball joints are absolutely bitched. Look at the state of the tie rods there. They're knacked. I've got a lot of work on this car before it's gonna see the road, that's for damn sure. Right, that's it. Thanks for if you're still watching this late in the game, greatly appreciated. Thanks for watching, guys. Cheers. I really should say thanks to my missus here, guys. She spent about 4 hours the other day steam cleaning the interior. It came up amazing. Great job.